look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me.
From the States just for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? So here we go. We're good to go.
All right.
Kevin Phoenix. Thanks for joining me.
Brother, thank you for having me.
Let's start it with a toast.
Yes, let's start it with a toast.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother.
That's some good stuff, Annie.
All right. Oh, man. Oh, you're going to... Oh, another one. Okay.
Well, I'll get it down, me.
I wasn't expecting that.
What was you expecting?
I don't know.
It's got a kick, hasn't it?
It's got a little kick to it. Like honey?
Makes you feel warm inside. Yeah, it's like a syrup, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a syrup. Like a maple syrup.
So talk to me, how's the tour going? So you're in the UK.
Yes, sir.
Currently PWL champion.
PWL Great Britain champion. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Won it June 1st.
Was there?
You were there?
Yeah, we was there. Yeah.
Oh, man. Awesome. Yeah, over in Darlington.
Good match.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm a two-time champion, actually, for the PWL Great Britain title. So, and I think it's not many people on that list, especially Americans. So,
No, it's a good organisation. Locally, it's doing really well in the local Black Country scene. This is called the Black Country where you're at the minute. So how many more dates have you got on the tour?
I've got a few more dates. I've got some carnival shows with Pat Collins.
Nice.
I've got a show with the legendary Marty Jones.
Wow.
Yes. And then we have the big PWL show June 29th over in Billston.
And
So-
what's going down there?
Defending the title, baby. Defending the title. Oh, yeah. Defending the title against Nick Powers.
Right, okay.
No.
Macho Man fan then, are you?
Say it again?
Are you a Macho Man Randy Savage fan?
Oh, yeah, definitely. My move's the elbow drop off the top because of Macho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is yours as good as his, though?
No, of course not. No, it's Macho. No. It's close to Sean's because, Macho kind of dug the elbow in. Mine's kind of the Sean layout.
What about, do you watch wrestling, the current standard?
Like
WWE and AEW?
I kind of watch what's
When you
going on
can.
now. Yeah, when I can.
I show Sky, EO Sky, where her legs go, she jumps with the elbow and her legs go up in the
Yeah, that's insane.
That's a ridiculous elbow.
A lot of the stuff they do nowadays is just massively impressive. Anyways, I can't even imagine doing stuff that Javon Evans does on NXT.
Yeah.
He's one of the kids that's coming from, man now, 21-year-old, but that's coming from the Carolinas where I'm from.
Right, okay.
So, yeah.
North Carolina, is it?
He's from North Carolina, and I'm from South Carolina.
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
So talk to me about the T-shirt you're wearing, Power Slap.
Power Slap. Oh, man. So everybody asks me, how'd you do it? How'd you get into it? So the friend of mine, Cooper Housley, is actually one of the signed heavyweights. I want to say he's actually ranked right now. I don't know the number, but I want to say he's somewhere in the top 10. And he's also a pro wrestler. So I was at a show, like, hey man, how'd you get into it? How can I get into it? And he's like, man, just put it online. Just go online and do it. So literally I did it right then and there. Like went to thepowerslap.com and it has apply to be a fighter. I put in to be a fighter. And literally maybe 2 days later, I got an email from the gentleman that was in charge of casting for the new reality show.
Right.
'Cause they were literally in the middle of casting the reality show. And I was like, yeah, I would love to do it. So I did a Skype interview. I was like, all right, cool. Did the Skype interview. When something like that happens, you kind of think, that's nothing. That's all. That's as far as it's gonna get. I'm not gonna go any further because we're all humans. We all think it's not just it's not my big break. And then the next thing I got is like a random text message from somebody out in California saying, hey, this is so and so, and I need you to go ahead. I'm gonna send you this email information to get your physical done, your blood work done, to go ahead and get you through the Nevada licensing. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I need you to do it in like 2 days. Like, so like started jumping on it pretty quick. So I did all the, when you do that, I took a day off of work. I'm not supposed to, but did all the medical stuff, filled all that out. Maybe 2 days later, like, hey, all right, now we need to take some pictures for this, for that. And then next thing I know was like, all right, here we're emailing you your ticket to fly out to Vegas. And I was like, So I went out to Vegas and did the reality show.
Yeah, oh yeah, you did the reality show.
Yeah, I was on the last season, so season 3 of Power Slap, Road to the Title.
So was Dana White involved in that?
Dana White is involved in it. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. That is one of Dana White's babies as well.
So he's presenting it.
I'm not sure of the ownership level, but I know he's got his hand in it like he has UFC.
And has that been broadcast?
Yes, that is
I'm not sure it's broadcast in the UK.
Wasn't Tubi. Oh, my goodness gracious. It was on Rumble. It was on the Rumble app.
Yeah.
So the original seasons was on like TNT and TBS, and then now it's on the Rumble app now.
Yeah.
So you could see I'm on episode 1, the very first day of when they start doing the measurements of the hand, your
So it
weight.
ends up like a compound, doesn't it? Like an NFL compound. So you're getting tests done.
Exactly. Have you ever seen Ultimate Fighter?
Yeah.
It's just like the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
So they do the combine. So it's like an NFL combine or a football or soccer combine where
So I
everybody
think I said compound, didn't I?
You said compound. That's like compound. I don't know about
yeah.
one. But yeah, the combine. Yeah. So it's just like that. You do the force. They measure your neck strength, which is insane, like football players do.
Yeah.
Well, they'll put a little machine right here, and you'll push up against it. Measure your hand, the force, neck, and then they sit you in a room. And it's the weirdest thing because they'll sit you in a room, and there's cameras. People are mic'd up with the cameras, but really no one knows what they tell you. We're just giving this to you.
Yeah.
Throughout the day, they move cameras around, all this other stuff. And the whole time they're filming. You don't even realize they're filming. That's how relaxed they want you to be.
It's like a fly on the wall reality.
Kind of fly on the wall reality for that main part, though, to
Yeah.
kind of see who meshes with who.
Yeah.
So
with your wrestling background there, do you realise this and are you trying
So when I realized when they were handing out microphones to people, I was like, all right. Well,
Let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah, so that's what I was like. All right, I'm gonna sit next to this dude because this dude's mic'd up.
Yeah.
And no one's gonna get mic'd
Exactly.
up this soon. Like this is expensive equipment. So I remember talking and everything like that. And when it was time to start filming, they would put people in certain positions. And I noticed when I replayed it all, I was in those spots of the position where the camera was multiple times. So I was like, all right, cool, awesome. Just wrestling definitely helped open up a door for a lot of different things as well.
I always say this though, fortune favours the brave, and that's what your character
Correct. Yeah.
shouts about for me, because you've got to put yourself out there, you've got to be willing to get pushed back. And that's what I mean. Some people are just scared of taking opportunities.
Yeah.
And they're scared of rejection. So, you know, reminded me of a situation for me, a little bit similar, little bit different. There's a program in the UK called First Dates, and I've been single a few years now. And this application was going around online. I linked with one of the producers, and I went down, I did the filming in London, gave my story to the backdrop, thought nothing of it. Then they rang me, they said, we want you on the TV, we want you to do the Valentine's Day one. Come down on the Sunday, so Friday I'm panicking, you know, I look rough as fuck, my hair's all over the place. So I'm rushing around, I've got to shave, got my hair done, jumped on the sunbeds, I want to look smart, got some new gear, got some new clothes. And I woke up on the Saturday and I just had this rash. I look like the Elephant Man because I've overdone it on the sunbed. So I've got like this heat rash, doesn't go. And on the Sunday morning, I've had to say, I can't come down. I look like Freddy Krueger. And I was like, just come down. And I was like, I can't go on telly looking like this. And I was like, just give me a number, just set me up. And they wouldn't do it. And then fell by the wayside.
Should have went.
Do you reckon I should have went?
Should have went.
Maybe if I had a limp, walk into the...
Like, think how many times you watch a reality show, and there's always that first episode where you're like, you tell that guy's not going to win, but something about him goes viral.
Exactly.
The picture about him goes viral. Something. You would have been it. That would have been your viral moment right there.
That's the world we live in, and it's like...
Yeah, that is the world we live in. We got to take that shot.
So, did you get slapped?
I did not get slapped. I got lucky. Yeah. So when I got there, we did the first episode. They did the first filming of like people getting sorted into the house. Then they bring us out. We were the alternates.
Yeah.
So the alternates are on there. Dana White's down there. He's saying, hey guys, these are the alternates. We're also doing the first ever light heavyweight tournament. So the light heavyweights are going to have to fight to get in. Oh, not light, yes. No, it wasn't light. I'm a light heavyweight. So I want to say lightweights. So it was the lightweights that had to do a tournament to get in. I was light heavyweight. I was the only alternate light heavyweight. So I was waiting for someone to get hurt. No one got hurt. So lucky for me, though, I'm still under a 3-year contract with Power Slap.
Right.
So I'm able to do the conventions for the reality show. And then now I'm just waiting for that, waiting for that call.
It's weird you say this because I was researching, Tom Aspinall, the UFC heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
He can't get booked, can't get a fight.
Nope.
And he's been champion a few years now.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of always being prepared, always being ready.
Correct.
And the guy's training's ridiculous. And he's always, keyed into to being ready. But he just can't get booked. And this is your champ.
Yeah, that was one of my things with Power Slap. They have a lot of great talent on there. They got some UK talent. One gentleman I met named Darren Godfrey. He's actually in the UK. He's about, I'm not sure exactly, but he's definitely not far out. Yeah. He did a great job. He ended up on one of the big shows. So I think what they're looking for is that social media presence. If the champion's a champion because he's good, but he still can't sell tickets, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a business. So I kind of understand that. But at the same time, you gotta have, it's the champ. You're being disrespectful of your champion by not having them
So
defend
you don't
it.
even know if you've got a draw or not.
I don't know. Well, I know I do. 'Cause I've been slapped in wrestling. I've been kicked.
I've
So I'm saying-
took some punches the other week.
Yeah, I've been slapped and kicked in wrestling. So that's why I know I can take the slap. But, so...
Well, what you got to say? Something to Dana down the camera or what?
Dana, I could take a slap. We can sell some tickets. We can do this. Erica, you know who you are. You make the matches. We can make this happen.
Love it.
Love it.
Hopefully, we're going to see you on it. Say maybe at the end of this episode, should we? I don't know if I should say it. Slap me or me slap you, or I mean, I saw the size of your hands now holding that glass. I'm not sure I want to take a slap by.
It's pretty massive. Let's go, brother.
So what? You're a light heavyweight?
Yes,
I'm
I'm on 205.
Right. Okay.
So I want to say it's 205. 205 is the max.
Yeah.
185 to 205, 203 with a 3-pound grace period, a 3-pound grace, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you say, it can open doors.
It can definitely open
It's
doors.
a vicious sport.
Yes. Yeah. I've done convention. Like, it's already opened doors for me doing conventions and appearances because I was on the episode. I was actually on it. I'm signed. So it definitely opened some doors, but it could definitely open some bigger doors.
It's one of the most vicious things, I think, apart from when the UFC first came in. And I know Dana White talks about how he discovered it, or he was watching, I think it was the Russians do it. But it's like, to not protect yourself and to invite physical aggression to your face, you can't fake it, you can't lean into it.
No, so
and they get another hit.
Yeah. So the way it works, because like I said, even though I haven't gotten slapped, I still had to learn the rules. I still had to learn the techniques. So you have to keep your feet planted. Your feet cannot come off the ground. Also, you got to walk where you hit. You can't land here. It's got to be. Oh, I'm spilling my drink. Sorry about that.
That's the time.
It's got to be on the palm.
Yeah.
So, and it's got to be here. Can't be down there. Can't be up here.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of science to it. And you're holding like kind of like a pool noodle.
What you say? You can't slap where with the palm?
That's palming.
Oh, right. Okay.
So if you and there, that's
So
a
it's
palm.
gotta be full-
it's got to
full
be
hand.
a slap. Yeah, it's got to be a slap.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got to be a slap.
Can you not do a backhand slap?
No.
A big slap.
I would love to. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, yeah, I would love to give somebody a big
But
slap.
if you go for a slap and then you end up doing like a chest chop?
I think I don't think that would work. That'd be pretty funny actually, but I don't think that would work.
So what are the rules? Is it like a league or like a knockout competition or a...
So like you mean the power slap itself? So it runs just like UFC. So it's got its weight classes, it's got its weight classes, it's got its champions, and it's got its events. It's got its preliminary matches that's not aired.
Yeah.
So it could have say, even if I do get that call from Dana, I may be on the prelim.
Yeah.
So I may not be advertised on the big show or even on televised, but it's still the opportunity to be seen by Dana or be seen by the sponsors. Because at the end of the day, the sponsors make that big decisions too. Because if you're making the sponsors money, then everybody's making money. So I understand business. I'm very business savvy. So
and that leads into the next point about Dana White. He's going through a bit of a tough time. He's financially with like the UFC and stuff, TNA. Yeah. Obviously the acquisition of WWE as well. So the synergies there with the wrestling, the Ultimate Fighter, and now Slap. I mean, what's the dream for you? Is it to compete in Slap, get signed by WWE, and end up in the UFC?
So it's funny you asked that because it's none of those things.
Yeah.
I'm about to take this conversation somewhere else.
Go for it.
TV and movies. That is my bigger dream. So when I first started wrestling, that opened up doors for me doing some extra work, some TV work. Do you ever watch Righteous Gemstones?
Yeah.
With Danny McBride. So I'm on every single season on that. I'm an extra on every single season, but I have a big extra part.
It's like a period drama, isn't it?
No. So it has flashbacks that it goes back into certain periods.
Yeah.
So I was on a flashback wrestling episode where they wrestled back in like the 1970s.
Right, that's what I've seen then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was in that episode.
Yeah.
I was in an episode where they did Civil War. Yeah. I got the chance to hang out with Bradley Cooper. Actually, like conversate with Bradley Cooper. Yeah. Awesome guy.
So he was on that show.
He was on that episode.
No
yes,
way.
He was on that episode. So I was there filming all week. He was there. You could see me in the shot with him. I've done TV show Huntington Wives. Hasn't aired yet, but that should be coming out.
Huntington Wives.
Huntington Wives. It's based on a book.
Okay.
And then before I just left, I just worked on a new movie project.
No way.
So I'm definitely staying busy, but trying.
Can you say what it's about or not?
I can say it's a horror movie, with the comedy feel to it.
Yeah.
With some surprisingly popular actors.
Really?
Yes. So
including Kevin Phoenix.
So is
that how you're credited?
Yes. Yeah. So we just finished. They just finished filming when I left. So production probably wise comes out next year probably. So when it comes out, I'll definitely promote that even more.
So how'd you get these gigs?
Wrestling. Yeah. So when I did the wrestling shows in Charleston, South Carolina, Danny McBride does his filming in Charleston. So
he's a funny guy.
He's a great, hilarious guy. Got a chance to talk to him and meet him. Like, yeah.
Pineapple Express is one.
Oh yes, I love him in Land of the Lost.
Yeah,
that was so good.
Stuff the cuff. Even he's acting in. I think it was Prometheus, wasn't it as well? Ridley Scott, the Alien prequel.
I don't think I've seen that one. Okay,
but he plays a serious role. And he's still believable. He's like the pilot of the ship.
Yeah. Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. Yeah. That's my movie.
The demolition specialist.
Yes. Oh, I could talk movies all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that opened up for me to do Righteous Gemstones, and then Righteous Gemstones introduced me to Tona, who does filming does casting down there. So now I've got someone who kind of, hey, they're doing this, they're doing that. You fit the role for this, you fit the look for this, da-da-da-da. So I've got somebody else kind of like looking out for me.
Now, is you reliable, can trust you?
Yes, no, I'm reliable, trust, not going to go crazy around celebrities.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest part. Like, no one wants someone that's going to mark out in front of celebrities.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the big goal. But
this is a thing with wrestlers, isn't it? Like, I was talking a few weeks back with Mad Dog, and the politics of like the handshakes and thank you very much, sir, and nodding your head. Yeah. I get that. I get this paying your dues, paying your respect. But to what stage do you ask advice? So say the Danny McBride, you could say, have you got any advice? Or say when Bram was about the other week. And
so I think it's all about how you ask and when you ask.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to read when someone's busy,
Yeah.
when someone's stressed. You know, just read someone in general. Because
It's a skill, though. That is like common sense. Isn't that common?
Common sense is not that common.
Yeah.
So like, if I wanted to ask a veteran wrestler, like, I'm not gonna ask him when he's planning his match. Say I've already had my match. I'm not gonna ask him while he's planning his.
Yeah.
I may ask him when he's done and waiting around. Did you get a chance to see? He may, yes or no? You gotta expect that he may not even seen it. You know what I mean? A lot of times, the vets you want are like, oh man, Latimer is gonna be on the show. I really hope he watches my match. You may not be thinking about watching that because he's getting ready for his match. So, but a lot of times you have a lot of veterans that do like to watch the matches. Because that's an old school thing as well, is we watch the matches ahead of us to know what was already done.
Yeah.
What works, what doesn't work.
If the spots are the same or the same kind of finishes of the same. Yeah.
If someone gets low blowed in the first match and doesn't kick out, and the third match someone does a low blow and he kicks out, I'm sure as hell ain't gonna do a low blow at all in the match. But the second match shouldn't have did it at all.
Yeah.
So, but then again, you shouldn't do a low blow in a wrestling match.
Yeah.
So,
it's an interesting point because, like, for armchair wrestling critics like me and Will, we'd notice things like that.
Yeah.
We'd say, you know, and it happens on big WWE events still.
Yes.
You say, the match 2 matches ago ended with a small package and they've just done it the same, or the ref got a knock, fell down, and they've done it again. It's repetitive.
Yes, very repetitive.
I mean, I am a big fan of like self-development and progress, and even if you're an experienced pro, I think you can always learn from the young people, from managers, from your fellow colleagues. You're an experienced wrestler. How many years? 14?
14 years.
14 years. It's amazing.
Yes.
So what are the kind of questions you would ask a fellow legend, or, is that the right term?
No, legend. No, definitely. Like So what would I ask now?
What kind of questions would you ask? Yeah, you're not going to ask how to do a wrist lock, or so. If you're asking somebody, will you watch my match?
Yeah.
What could they give you? You've been doing it 14 years. Would they say you're stepping too quick or you step back? Like, I wouldn't know.
So, like, you can always learn something in wrestling. 100%. So 14 years, I'm still learning. So I would probably ask, or what would be good to be told to me is slow down.
Yeah.
I'm still like, you can always slow down. People will listen to your words when you slow down. They, or they'll take the time to do whatever hold, because they got to register it first. If you do, that's why AEW is great, but for me, as a fan, I'm not a fan of AEW. There's no selling in AEW.
Yeah.
This man just got kicked 3 times in the head, and he's still standing. I got kicked 1 time in the head, and I almost blacked out 1 time. So you know what I mean? Like,
it's a spot fest, isn't it?
It's a spot fest. There's no psychology anymore.
Depends what mood you're in. I remember watching a segment with Paul Heyman saying you can put over a headlock, and I think it was when Samoa Joe was looking for a finish, and it was just get him in a headlock. It's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah,
make him choke out.
I think one of the best endings of a match I've ever seen was William Regal and the Big Show.
Oh,
exactly. Right, exactly.
Will's nodding his head.
Yeah, you already know what I'm talking about. So, all right. So it's William Regal had the brass knuckle gimmick.
Yeah.
And he remember he was winning matches with it, defending the title, winning the title. And he's going against Big Show. He takes the brass knuckles out, hits Big Show with it. And Big Show standing up. Big Show hits the ropes. William Regal's on the ground. Big Show just topples over on top of William Regal. Dead weight. William Regal can't kick out. 1, 2, 3. Big Show wins. Like, if someone got punched in the face.
That's what does it for you, a big man falling on top of you.
Yeah, like, because we all know what it's going to feel like. We can all relate to a big man falling on someone like, oh, man, he's crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
I did love, like, the Ric Flair, the Billy Gunn, when they get eaten, you go down and then the thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Or they get hit in the nuts. They get someone in the nuts.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Or the Dudley Boys. Voila! Yeah. So,
Does that too good.
Yeah.
I think one of my favourite finishes, I think it was Taker v Triple H at one of the WrestleManias, and it was the whole spot with a sledgehammer gimmick. He was trying to get the sledgehammer, and then Taker got him in his finishing move, and there was about 3 minutes of Triple H trying to get out of the...
That was the WrestleMania I was at.
No way.
I want to say it's WrestleMania 27.
Yeah.
Taker, that was the start of their little kind of like last person of the Attitude Era gimmick.
Yeah.
And he about to do the last ride, and he was about to hit him with he was about to hit him with the sledgehammer, but he got him first beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's classic wrestling I like though. That's that great storytelling right there. You know, I'm an Attitude Era guy, so yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm an
best
Attitude Era
best
guy.
era. But like I said, everyone's got weird fans, haven't they, growing up? Everyone loved The Rock and Austin, obviously. But for me, like I love D'Lo Brown. And then I loved like Sugar Shane Helms in WCW, and then he come to WWE and he ended up as Hurricane. But his moveset was ridiculous.
Yes.
And now I watch Logan Paul, and I'm like, he reminds me of Hurricane Helms. And then I watch the behind the scenes stuff, and I see he ends up as the producer in his fights.
Yeah.
And you can tell.
Yeah, you can like. I got asked this question earlier about my Mount Rushmore of pro wrestlers, and I feel like if I had to make a Mount Rushmore of pro wrestlers, I'm going to put Shawn Michaels up there. I'm going to put CM Punk up there.
Yeah.
I'm going to put Austin up there. Taker.
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory. Good. I've got a chance to wrestle on shows with Austin Theory. Great guy. He's not there yet. He's not there. Not there yet for the Rushmore. And then... did I say The Miz?
No.
The Miz would be my fifth person.
It's interesting.
The Miz, yeah.
He's one of them who's gone under the radar, hasn't he? He's done it for, 20 years now from reality TV?
Yes. And that's why I like
WrestleMania headlock. Beat Cena at WrestleMania. Cena.
Yeah, people say it's the worst WrestleMania. To me, I was there for that one. That was the best one.
How many Manias you done?
Just I've been to 2. So I went as a fan to WrestleMania 27. And then I actually went as a fan to WrestleMania 23. But I actually ended up doing a commercial for the Stone Cold movie, The Condemned.
Yeah, when he's on the island.
Yes, that came out the same year.
Yeah.
They debuted that movie the same weekend.
It's a great film,
and
by the way.
I ended up doing the commercial for them. Like, this is the premiere night, and you can actually see me. So if you watch back the pay-per-view on Peacock or whatever, it's when they do it, it's me. It's like Stone Cold in his first movie, doing what he does best, kicking ass.
Yeah.
And that right there lives in my... That was before I even started really, like, wrestling. That was maybe... I was still training. So I wasn't even in it yet.
We don't have Peacock over here. It's Netflix.
We don't have Peacock over here.
Don't think we have Peacock, do we? No. No.
Even so, how did y'all watch the network beforehand?
The WWE network.
So y'all
we
still
just
had
had the app. We just
y'all still had the app.
Yeah, up until Netflix bought it.
That's insane. So when Peacock took over in America, we lost the app.
No, it was still carrying on.
Okay, yeah, we lost the app.
Yeah.
It was all on Peacock.
Which is a shame. So when the Netflix has took over now, like I used to enjoy like the Dinner with Three and the fun stuff. When the Jackass, they had one with the bloopers.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I used to enjoy that. What we need to tell some people at home, I think this is the hottest day in the UK, by the way.
Yes.
So if you can see us sweating our bollocks off, that's the reason why.
Yes, there's no...
Do you want some rum? So who did you say you Mount Rushmore? Miz, Shawn Michaels, CM Punk, Austin, and who was the fifth?
Miz, Shawn Michaels, CM Punk, Austin. I did say the Miz the first time, I think.
You did say the Miz. Can you?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I must be forgetting somebody.
I don't know. Just put it on the floor next to you. Yeah, I don't know who I'd say on mine, to be honest. The Rock, Austin, and then from the 80s. I don't know. It's the ones who put the business over. So for me, without Hulk Hogan, you wouldn't have had it what it is today. I know Taker's a lifer, but Taker was never the main man. At no point in his career was he the main man.
True.
That's a statement, though, isn't it? That's a bit of a statement I've just made.
But I feel like I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
He wasn't the center point.
Like The Miz, he was like a constant.
The Miz had a even when I feel like when the Miz was champion, he made sure he was the center point.
Yeah.
So he made sure he did all the TV appearances. Undertaker's all about gimmick, and I think that's why he was never the centerpiece, because he would keep gimmick. He's not gonna do Jimmy Fallon or Saturday Night Live like The Rock and Austin did and the Miz did and all of them did, So,
But he put Steph on the cross. That was my favourite take.
that was my favorite too.
Yeah, and then Austin come out with just.
too.
They got for a period when he would just stun like 20 people.
Yes.
And that's kind of like I said, we're all marks. I'm watching it now. I think they've missed the boat, haven't they? The last maybe WrestleMania, like with the Avengers and the Marvel, what they needed was this superhero feel with all these different comic book characters.
Correct.
And they had a taste of it, that Mania, for the last 15 minutes, where The Rock, Cena, Solo.
Taker. That was a great ending,
and I
actually.
thought that could have, let's push that on. And then now, I mean, where have they gone with the Bloodline storyline? I don't actually quite understand.
I feel like when The Rock said he was taking us on a ride, he was kind of like that dad said he was going to go get milk and cigarettes and just never came back.
That's not a thing over here, by the way.
That's not a thing over here.
The dads come back usually in the UK.
Yeah, they don't come back.
So
That's an American thing, though.
Are we going to get into the childhood trauma now? Do you want to go there?
Let's go ahead. What did Austin Powers say? Papa wasn't there. It's like, hey, Papa wasn't there. But now
That's
now I'm just running it back in my mind. Papa wasn't there. Yeah. So I think the storyline I didn't think The Rock knew what was going to happen. I think he just said it, the hype.
Are we on about this recent one, this recent WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Just didn't flow, did it? Who's the artist who come out?
It didn't flow. I think it's a lot of focus on Cena.
Travis Scott. Yeah.
Oh.
He comes out at the end of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And now they're squashing because they know it was a bit...
Exactly.
They just killed the biggest show.
They killed the biggest show.
Yeah. But you know more than us, so I've said this before. I call it bollocks and politics. You know what bollocks are? Scrotum, ball bag, bollocks.
Oh, okay, balls. Okay,
yeah,
all
balls.
Right, cool.
It's an English
balls.
term.
All right.
We're learning a lot today.
Yeah.
So I call it politics. So like the behind the scenes stuff. So what we see is one thing, and then say the relationship of The Rock sitting on the board and wanting to make a decision and Triple A. So there's this stuff that happens behind the scenes, and that's always interested me about wrestling psychology. So when you're behind the scenes at an event and you have to politic, is that a term you're familiar with?
So I politic before as a wrestler, so yes, I can admit it happens.
I'm not going to ask you political questions because I know the US...
No.
The
But you're
US
talking
is
about
a bit of a mess at
wrestling
the minute.
politics.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I know. I'm saying I definitely had politic before. But I feel like a lot of times you can either come from two ways if you're politicking. You're either coming from a place of you're just trying to have an ego or just trying to put yourself over, or you genuinely have a care for wrestling. Because a lot of the times when you politic, it just comes off bad. But you're really like, no, this guy's not ready for this part. Yeah. No, we need to put this person here. This is what makes sense. Yeah. Or like, no, I don't want to do that. That doesn't make sense. I am a firm believer of sticking up for yourself in pro wrestling. Yeah. But you got to make sure it's validated. Like you can't just say, no, I'm not wrestling him because I don't want to. No, I'm not wrestling him because the gimmick doesn't make sense. My character won't do this. Or this guy's unsafe. This guy does this. Whatever the case may be, but you got to have that reasoning. And I feel like it comes up as politicking a little bit when I do it personally, but I'm not doing it to be like how people would say Triple H would politic to get himself over back in the day. Which is probably true, but I wasn't in the, but that I'm pretty sure Brock Lesnar's going to politic to get his daughter into the WWE when it's time.
Do you think he needs to though? I think that's
he won't need to because have you seen like sports? She will definitely make it without him.
Brock Lesnar on steroids, if that's a thing.
It's definitely a thing.
She's a beast.
Imagine Brock Lesnar on steroids with a blonde ponytail
and a vagina. Yeah,
and a vagina. Yes, that's.
She's unreal, ain't she?
Unreal. Breaking records already.
Yeah, she's a shot putter, isn't she?
I think it is shot put.
Yeah, so I'm sure she'll end up doing the Olympics
Yeah.
first or something, and then coming full circle, and then ending up in the wrestling.
Ooh, good God. What is this?
Rum. Kraken rum. The Kraken, actually. The Kraken rum. Yeah, that's a sponsorship
This
there.
thing is cracking my ass. Okay, like, man.
Got a punch to it. The last one had a punch to it. This one's got a punch
This
to it.
definitely has a punch to it. The other one was smooth compared to this.
You wanted some of Mad Dog's red stripes, I think.
No, I'm good. I saw how that went.
He had a good time, didn't he?
He had a great time. I had a good time watching it. So
Yeah, no, I've had a lot of good feedback from it as well.
Yeah.
So thanks, Mad Dog, for coming on and doing that.
Yes.
But what do you do by the day then? So we've all got, I'll call it the side hustle.
Yeah.
Because this is what you love. So
Yeah.
this is what you put your time and energy
Yeah.
into. So what's the side hustle?
So the side hustle. Let's peel back the curtain a little bit. I actually work at a high school. So I guess you would call it maybe a secondary school.
High school?
Yeah, high school, grades 9 through 12.
High school is year 7 to 11. So you have 3 periods. You have primary, middle, and high.
Primary, middle, and high,
Yeah.
correct.
So we typically have primary, high, but
Okay.
high is 7 till 11.
Okay, so yeah, it's 9 to 11,
Yeah,
but 9 to 12. I'm a behavior interventionist. So I work with students as a mentor role. But my high school is actually an alternative high school. So it's Daniel Jenkins Academy. But so when you get kicked out of your school for whatever behavior issues or any issues you may have, you come to my school. It's like a second chance. Instead of getting the boot altogether, you get a second chance. So I feel
Are
like
these for troubled pupils?
troubled teens.
Yeah.
Yeah, troubled teens.
Misguided.
Misguided, not even troubled. That's very good because a lot of them aren't troubled. They're definitely just misguided or just made a bad mistake in that one time.
I'm telling
and I
you.
feel like we've all been there.
We have.
Yeah.
And we all
yeah.
remember the good teacher we've had, and we all remember the bad teacher. We all need good role models, man,
Yes.
people to look up
Yeah.
to. But the world's in a bit of a shit place, isn't it?
It-
Not many people want to look out for the other person.
I agree. And if we're gonna look out for anybody, we gotta look out for the youth.
Telling you.
Because that's the future. That's the ones that's gonna end up, making sure we're good. And we're in the old folks' home. It's like no one. They're the ones taking care of us. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So are you just a teacher then, by
So
day?
not even a teacher, just like a guidance counselor.
Yeah.
So I don't have a class, but I have meetings I'll do with students. I'll walk around with students, take them on breaks, stuff like that.
Are you going back to that after the tour?
Yeah. So it's summertime right now.
Yeah.
So
Oh, right, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So there's no school right now.
Oh, okay.
That's why it makes it so easy to do a UK tour and
yeah.
international
So our
tour.
summertime's in a month's time.
Yeah. So
We have
yeah,
six-
I
we
won't
have
go back
6
to
weeks in a
August.
month's time.
Yeah. Y'all. Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so weird.
End of July, ours is.
Yeah, and y'all go back September?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have beginning of June till the beginning of August.
Really?
So a straight 2 months off.
Wow, that's class.
Yeah. So I'll go back in August. So that's what I do during the day. And a funny thing about it, on the weekends that I don't wrestle, I work at a nightclub.
I've seen this.
Yeah.
I've seen this online doing my research.
I work at one of the most popular nightclubs in Charleston, South Carolina. It's called the Share House. Great drinks, great people, live
do
music.
we get a queue jump if we come over and we're in the queue?
Of course, yeah.
And
we
I
can-
slap you up doing a handshake.
yeah, look at that. Yeah.
You open the little red velvet
Yeah.
thing and let me in.
Brother, I got you. Come to Charleston, I got you. VIP
Yeah.
at Share House, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah,
brother.
yeah.
I got you.
I'll bring this with me.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead, please. So yeah, I do that, and then I have different kind of little side hustles. I do video work for weddings,
Nice.
and wrestling events, Phoenix Productions. So, like I said, and wrestling kind of got me into all of this.
Yeah.
Because wrestling, I got used to being in front of the camera. So that means I kind of wanted to learn how the camera worked. So that got me into wanting to produce. So
Yeah.
then now I know how to produce, edit, and
Yeah.
do all this on video work. Wrestling got me into being in shape. So now people think I'm a tough dude at the bar, and don't mess with that dude. And really, I'm in a blast. Really, I'm dancing. I am working, but having,
Enjoying yourself.
I'm enjoying myself.
Is that your philosophy? Is that your motto? Like, what drives you? What you're passionate about? Why?
So I feel like one motto I have, or not motto yet. Well, one thing I think about is gotta have fun, like in life, and just have fun in general. Laughter is toxic.
Yeah.
Laughter is toxic. Sadness is toxic, and then wanting to fail is toxic. So if I'm laughing, and we're all laughing in this room, we're all gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
If I'm sad, more than likely someone's else start gonna feel
It's
sad.
like infectious.
It's very infectious. Very infectious. So I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. If I'm at the club and they see the bouncer having a good time, more than likely they're not gonna fight they're not gonna fight. Oh man, he's having a good time. Let's go. Yeah. If I'm at work with the students and they're like, oh man, Mr. Kevin's, he's going wild. What's he doing? Why is he acting nuts?
So you'd rather de-escalate a situation
That's how you
as opposed
de-escalation.
to... It's a bit different in England. The bouncers want to go.
They want to go?
Don't
No.
wanna go.
De-escalation is the key.
100%.
Yeah, de-escalation is the key, man. Yeah. No.
Like you said, we were all just misguided. So even when we've had a drink and we're out, if you talk to somebody in the right way, I think you can just get over, your point.
So true.
Calm down a bit.
So true. So true.
So where are you? So you've still got the championship.
Yes.
So are you defending that just at the end of the month, or
so
like if I hit you with a slap now and roll you up, and Will counts to 3, does that make me the champ?
Yeah, it makes you the champ, but that means you got to take my spot and defend it on June 29th.
No, I don't know. About
that. All right. And the fans choose the gimmick. So they're doing an old school kind of like a Taboo Tuesday, where we're doing fan appreciation. So the fans are going to be able to pick the gimmick.
So where's that at?
It's going to be in Bilston.
Bilston Town Hall, is it Bilston?
Bilston's. So I want to say the poster says social Labor Club, but I want to say it's called Social Club now.
Yeah.
But it's
Bilston Social Club.
Yeah.
June the 29th.
June the 29th.
So they can watch you defend this title.
Yes.
Where I'm going to run out and roll you up and take it. I love it, by the way.
Go ahead.
Class.
It's a very nice belt.
I've never had one of these. I've had a few football trophies. But,
I see your stuff you got. You got some Super Nintendos and N64.
Yeah, I'm a massive geek. Yeah, I was a massive gamer. Love pop culture. So yeah, I played pro football back in the day. I ended up in a rock band as well because football afforded me time.
Okay.
So yeah, I ended up traveling the UK playing music.
These are your jerseys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these are all mine. So having my name on my top was a special thing back in the day. I grew up watching footballers on telly with a name on. Do you follow football or soccer?
So it's funny. I coach little like kids soccer.
Yeah.
But I don't watch it on TV.
Yeah.
Like I get the pleasure of coaching it for kids, but watching it on TV it's too slow.
Yeah.
But I will watch it in person. So in person, yes, I would enjoy it in person.
It's like an event, isn't it? When you watch it in person,
It's like an event.
It's not what it used to be.
You got to be
for
a
me.
fan to watch it on TV.
Yeah.
And as an event, watch it in person.
And that's the same with the wrestling, really.
Yeah, I agree.
I end up skipping most of it.
I agree.
Do you know
Me
what
too.
I mean?
Me too.
You're just trying to get the story plots in.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So what about films? You said you loved films.
Ooh, we can definitely get on movies. Let's see here.
What would be your favorite franchise to be in?
Resident Evil.
Okay.
I didn't even have to. Yeah, Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Favorite franchise, Resident Evil, hands down. Hands down.
That's interesting. So you was a PlayStation guy, was
Yeah. So, yeah, it's cool. Let's talk video games.
Yeah. I went from Nintendo to Xbox.
That's a big jump. Like, what was your first? Like,
No. I mean, like, I went from Nintendo
like-
Duck Hunt to SNES Super Mario.
Yeah, okay,
To Nintendo 64, which had WWE No Mercy and WWE WrestleMania. The Attitude and Warzone game was on it. And then I went from N64 to Xbox 360 to Xbox One. So yeah, big gamer. Love my games. Yeah.
All right. So you went the 64 to Xbox?
Nintendo 64.
So you didn't do GameCube?
No, skip the GameCube.
Skip the
And
GameCube.
skip the Dreamcast as well. Do you remember that one?
Oh, you skipped GameCube and Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Ah, man. What were you doing in those years?
64 was special, man.
Oh, man.
But I don't feel like there was a big gap from the 64 to the Xbox. Maybe I'm wrong, but like...
Yeah. because they
when
were
Mario 64 came out, it blew my mind. You know, like 3D space
Mario
moving around.
64.
And then when Halo came out, I got the same feeling when I first played Halo with the music.
You know, maybe a few months because I feel like 64, then Dreamcast would have came out around then, and not shortly would have been Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GameCube, Dreamcast. Yeah, I missed them. I don't know what I was doing. But you went PlayStation.
I went. Let's see
2.
here. Got to look over here. I started with Super Nintendo, so I didn't even start with Nintendo. I started with Super Nintendo, then I moved to Sega.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo, Sega. So I went back.
Master System or Mega Drive?
I want to say probably the newer one.
Yeah, the Mega Drive.
Yeah, the Mega Drive.
It was a more sexier version of it.
It was, there you go, yes. And then moved to Dreamcast. Nope, GameCube. Nope, Dreamcast, GameCube. Yeah, Dreamcast, GameCube.
Oh, was the Dreamcast before the GameCube?
Yeah, because Dreamcast had Dreamcast was the first discs. I remember
Oh, was it?
I want to say Sega CD was the first disc, but then Dreamcast was the first one that got like the major push.
Yeah.
And then they made the disc smaller with GameCube, and then I hopped to PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and then stopped. So kind of like when you stopped. I didn't do a PlayStation 3. I jumped to Xbox 360.
Oh, did you?
I jumped to Xbox 360.
Did you get the Circle of Death on the 360?
Actually, yes. Yeah, I got the Circle of Death. I used to work at a Blockbuster, actually.
No
I used to work at a
way.
Blockbuster. Yeah.
So you could do a Stranger Things cameo working in a Blockbuster or something?
Oh, man. Yeah, I used to work at a Blockbuster, so I'd rent games for free.
No.
I was like, hey, I'm gonna get this home.
You was the man then.
I was
back
the
in
man
day.
back then. Because people would call me, hey, man, you got this? Yeah, I got it. And coming to get it right now. You better hurry up, man. Man, you know you gonna hold it for me, man. You gonna hold it. Yeah, I got you. Hurry up. Oh, man. But, yeah, it was good times being young.
Yeah.
Good times being young.
God, what movies as well?
What movies did I enjoy?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Back then,
Yeah.
I was enjoying movies like Grandma's Boy. You ever seen Grandma's Boy? Oh, man. It's Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's not in it, but it's his production company.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Grandma's Boy.
Oh, I
I
think
was
so.
watching. You ever seen Lady Killers? These are like the movies that are popular that people didn't really know about though.
Definitely worked at Blockbuster.
Yeah, Lady Killers has Tom Hanks in it, and it's hilarious. I don't want to tell you about it. I don't want to ruin the movie, but we definitely suggest these movies.
100% I'll watch it.
100%.
Definitely watch it.
What about you? What like?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
My go-to. So growing up,
Mm-hmm.
I've always said this: Beetlejuice, number one. Little Shop of Horrors was number two. Loved the singing, talking,
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
with jet people. Then Predator, Ghostbusters, Aliens, all that kind of good stuff. When I got into my teenage years until now, Jaws. Jaws is like, because like you, that we got a lot of similarities, a lot of synergies with the art and following the cameras and directing and all that sort of stuff. Like I think the beats of Jaws from start to finish, I could watch it every single week.
I feel you on that. There's movies that you can just watch every single.
Yeah.
Like it's
The music, it's not just a shark film.
Yeah.
It's an adventure film for me.
Yeah.
And like them three characters, unbelievable all the way through. And then I suppose in the last 20 years, a lot of films have been shit really, but Interstellar's the only one which like touched me on a cosmic level.
Okay.
Like it was a date. I took a date to the cinema to watch Interstellar. And I always remember it because halfway through the film, the screen cut off. We got our money back and they put it back to the start and we watched it again.
yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm like shaking. I'm like, I've just experienced something there. And she come out and was like, I don't get it. And that was amazing. I knew, like, that's the first time I was like, yeah, this isn't for me.
Did you see her again?
No. No.
Hey, no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No. I mean, I drove her home and I think we had a cheeky kiss in the car and that.
Yeah,
but that film was something special, man, Interstellar.
Oh man, I'm trying to think what movie did I see in theaters, even on a date where I was like, nah, no, get off me.
Yeah.
I'm watching this movie.
Get off me.
Escape Room. So,
Oh, really?
The second one though.
Yeah.
So I saw Escape Room, the first one, like streaming. And then I was like, this is it's a great concept for a movie. And then I was like, I went on a date years ago when it first came out. And I was like, all right, cool, yeah, let's go on a date. Yeah, you know, you hugging up on him, yeah. And then like eventually as the movie starts to get better, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
This movie's good
Yeah.
now. Never watched.
And
the
you're in
movie.
it, you're like,
No,
oh,
yeah.
It's all right. This
Yeah, that movie, yeah. It's like, hey, all right, now you take the popcorn. Now it's all right, that's it. But
you like Escape Room then?
yeah, Escape Room, the second one. Yeah.
The second
The
one.
second one. The first one's good, but for that story, the second one. Yeah.
Same as me, Aliens 2, Terminator 2.
Yeah.
I quite like Scream 2 as well, to be honest.
You seen Beetlejuice too?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
How'd you feel?
It was a good ride. Like, I enjoyed it at the cinema.
Ride. There
It's
we
a
go.
good ride, but like
yes.
that first one connected with me on like a pop culture level. It's part of my upbringing, the character. So I'd do anything to like get him back on screen. Same
Yes.
as like the new Ghostbusters, even the female Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I would have done anything to get the proton packs back out.
I got you.
Yeah.
So like I'm the same way. I love Beetlejuice 1.
Yeah.
Actually, I now think I need a Beetlejuice tattoo.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. But I agree. The second one, when it came out, I was like, all right, this is good.
Yeah.
But I was like, it was a great ride.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is kind of what we all asked for it.
Yeah.
So we can't get mad that they did give it to us.
Yeah.
And it was still a good story.
Yeah. It's just like I always say, the beats. It was the beats of that first film. I could always go back and enjoy it.
Yes, the
Whereas
little
I
whips
think I'll
and stuff
struggle
like that.
to go back and watch the second one.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried the other week. It's on Sky now, and I think I fell asleep halfway through. I've watched that first film, I don't know, 100 times, and I've never fell asleep once. I end up watching it.
I do love that first one.
And I was gonna, yeah. So in my band, when I did the sound check, I did that with the sound check.
Dale?
It's like, yeah.
Oh,
Dale!
daylight
Yeah.
come and me one go home. I see daily black tarantula.
A daylight come and me want to go home.
I'm sitting on the podcast drinking some drink.
Some rumma.
The Rama. Daylight come and me one go home.
It's going down nice, isn't
It's
it?
going very nicely.
I was saying, like, Aliens and Predators, big fan of that franchise. And they've just released Alien Earth, which is coming out in August on Disney.
Okay.
There was Prey, which was a Disney version of Predator the other month. And they just released the other week a Predator cartoon called The Killer of Killers. And it was class. And I sat down with my lad. It was like an anime-style cartoon.
Yeah.
And Valhalla, it was like 3 characters. This is a massive spoiler, ain't it? I don't know. But one was Valhalla, one was a pilot from the war, and the other one was a samurai. And they all end up in a situation through time where they're visited by a predator. And then at the end, there's a big final fight scene. And as for a cartoon, I'm like, this is the shit.
Oh, man. That reminds me, like, one movie I didn't expect to be good. Lego Batman. The hell? I was just like, this goes up. Have you seen Lego Batman?
Of course I have, yeah.
I was impressed. I was impressed.
The Lego films are class, to be fair.
Yeah. I was very impressed. Yeah. I threw that off on what they were talking about.
Well,
but
you did me with the escape room too as well. I didn't know where that was going.
yeah, my bad. My brain just goes off. When we talk about movies, it just goes all over the place. I love movies.
Talk to me about your upbringing, man. Back in the day.
Oh, man. So, Charleston, South Carolina, born and raised.
Yeah. What's it like there? Is it rough or not? Is it? What's the neighborhood like?
So
your dad left to get some milk.
I was lucky. I wasn't raised in like a bad neighborhood.
No.
I was actually like raised in the suburbs, single mom.
Yeah.
So like I went to a good school. So
Yeah.
I'm not like private schools, but like good. You know, I don't.
It wasn't as bad as some places.
Yeah, or is
your
your schools here based on the area, right? You get whoever's in the area, can they go wherever they want?
Yeah.
They-
No, it is based on the area. But
So-
then if you're like a very clever kid or you got rich parents,
You can go somewhere.
That can send you
So
somewhere.
it was a good area, so the school was good.
Yeah.
So mom took me to pro wrestling shows.
Yeah.
Let's see. I went to the Unforgiven where they had the when Big Show and Brock and he had the scaffolding, and he had to pick him up and took him over the cross line or something like that.
Yeah, it does ring a bell.
Kevin Nash was
I
Triple
remember.
H was on that one. Let's see here. So
The brothers and sisters, or just you and your mum?
no. My mom's only child. I have 4 half sisters. Papa was a Rolling Stone, so you know Papa was out there. But I have 4 half sisters. I met them all. Great people, great individuals. I've got some half nieces and nephews, but I was raised as the only child.
Yeah.
So I was raised as my mama. I'm a mama's boy.
Hardworking woman. There.
Hardworking woman.
Do what she can to make
She
ends
got
meet.
her degree in like psychology and stuff like that.
right.
So yeah, she's definitely hard college, all that. So she was always pushing education on me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't come home with no failing grades, nothing bad like that. But my first job was working at a McDonald's, or Mackey's as y'all call them. And let's talk about Mackey's for a second.
Go on, man.
What's up with you guys' sodas? You guys only have Diet Coke, Fanta, and
So what do you have over there?
Dr. Pepper, root beer, 8 different Sprites.
I don't
8
think
different
root beer is a thing over here.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
You have root beer? No? Don't
Yeah,
think
we
so.
have. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper we have.
Yeah, I know one thing y'all don't have: sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
See, look at that. See, so imagine tea, your hot tea, right? Put some ice in it, and some sugar.
No.
You have that on a nice hot day like this, sitting in the garden.
Iced tea.
Sweet tea.
Yeah, but we have iced tea.
You have iced tea. Add some sugar to it. That's it.
Okay.
Just add sugar to it.
Yeah.
And it makes it sweet tea. Trust me, you're gonna like it.
You have to try and do everything different over there.
We
you
gotta
know?
add some seasoning to it. Y'all
Yeah,
ain't
but
got
you
no
got
seasoning.
Chips, crisps, fries.
Yeah, all right.
You like try and put your own name on everything?
Yeah, so America, they have only thing that's French fries is their McDonald's fries. That's what they call French fries.
Yeah.
It's nothing else. So their thick potato fries is crisps.
Yeah.
No, chips. I apologize. The thick ones is your chips.
Yeah.
Like fish and chips.
Yeah.
Correct. Your crisps is the potato chips that we
Potato
call y'all Walkers, right?
Yeah.
We have Lay's.
Right, okay.
So, and I noticed your Doritos blue bag is just original.
Yeah.
There's no seasoning on it. That's Cool Ranch for us. Y'all don't even have ranch in your stores.
Yeah. Wouldn't even know what ranch is.
That's my point.
That's where you have cows and pigs, isn't it? Like a ranch.
What?
A farm.
No, like ranch dressing you put on some wings.
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna be some good stuff here, brother. This is yeah. So it's funny. My friend was like, Asda has them.
Yeah.
And it's ranch dressing. It is like you would put it on your you would dip it with wings. You can put it on a salad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
barbecue
Caesar.
sauce.
Kind of like barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have barbecue
but
sauce.
you put barbecue sauce on things. Mainly ranch is for dipping most of the time. You get blue cheese?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
yes,
blue
yes.
cheese and ranch. We have both.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it is coming in. We've got like Sweet Wings. Is it Sweet Wings? All these wing places are coming into the UK
Like
now.
Wingstop?
Wingstop.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a Wingstop now in the UK.
Okay.
And Popeyes.
Popeyes?
Popeyes. is
Y'all are
back.
getting Popeyes?
Yeah. And that you can have like 3 or 4 dips with them, can't you?
Yeah. You
So
got
I
8 in
think-
American.
Well, you'd have to pay like 20 quid to get the 8.
Oh, yeah, you don't gotta do
But
that,
yeah, we
no.
get the little tubs. So it is coming in, and we have a Pepe's Peri Peri chicken in the Midlands, in the Black Country.
Peri chicken?
Pepe Peri's
Okay,
chicken.
that's not
yeah.
American, so
And
that's-
Peri Peri chicken's also like a Nando's thing.
Okay.
Have you been Nando's yet?
I've been to a Nando's, yes.
do you think?
It's all right. I've been to a Nando's. I've had your sausage rolls as well. I'm not
Yeah.
flakily impressed. It's a lot of flakes.
From Greg's.
Yes, from Greg's. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot
No,
of
I'm not a
crust.
fan.
It's a lot of crust. It's,
Yeah.
You eat it and you're just dirty.
I say I get crumbs in my belly button all the time. So
It's like, yeah.
I'm picking them up for weeks. That little
Oh,
snack.
man.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but it's so funny. People always ask me, like, when I go back home, like, so what's the difference? And I'm like, all right, the only difference really is like seasoning of the foods.
Yeah.
You guys don't really like seasoning your food, which is fine. And the portions are smaller. So that's why most Americans are obese anyway.
And they're getting smaller.
Your portions are
So
getting
Mars
smaller?
bar,
Yeah.
you know, Snicker.
Yeah. I seen them.
A marathon bar. What do you call it?
Marathon
bar. So you
I've,
know a Mars
I've
bar.
seen a marathon bar.
Yeah.
In America, there's not as popular.
It used to be like that big, and
Yeah.
now it's like that big. I bought one the other day. It's
Yeah.
tiny,
Yeah, the Snickers
and it's
bars.
double the cost.
Yeah, Snickers bars are good. I saw them. I was like, it's £1, like 50 pence
Yeah,
for.
you got Snicker, of course you have. Yeah.
We have Snickers, but our Snickers is like at least like that size.
Nah.
Yeah.
You have to get like a super size That's a supersize in our country.
Really?
Yeah.
It's insane though, because the things y'all do have that's cheap, we can't get cheap. So like, I went to a little store, Lidl. LIDL.
Yeah.
And you can get like a 12-pack of like chicken drumsticks.
Yeah.
For like £3, right?
Yeah.
America, like $9.
Are they frozen as well?
No, it's just same chicken.
Yeah.
Same fresh chicken. $9 for a pack of chicken. I don't know why. I don't know. But these are one of the reasons I was like, I would love to live here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you've got to be a bargain hunter in the UK. Like, I know a lot of people, I'll go to this supermarket to buy my milk, and I go to this one to buy my chicken, and I go, it's strange.
Do you have coupons?
So we have like membership cards.
They're not coupons.
No.
So
And it does my head in because essentially it's data collection. I
Yeah.
work in marketing. So they're looking at your buying patterns.
Yeah,
They're looking at
yeah.
when you buy. So if you want to have petrol and you use your membership card, you get £2 off. And if you want to buy the milk, you get 19p off.
yeah.
And people get obsessed with it. It's like an incentive, isn't it? Buy 2, get 4 free. It's like, I can't even eat one on my own. I don't want 2 or 4. But it's like, you feel like you're getting something. So it's all a marketing ploy. So where was you going with coupons?
The coupons, so like people in America would get coupons. That's the only people that go to like 10 different stores.
Yeah.
But they're getting the best deal. You got people that's bidding like a house full of groceries for like £4, $6, $7 because they're going to all these different places and getting these buy one, get one free, buy 1, buy 3, get 1 free, all that other stuff.
Stock up in the kitchen.
And they stock up in the kitchen.
See, I'm not a good consumer, man. I only go out and buy something when I need it. So I love a cooked chicken. So I'll go and get a cooked chicken. Before this, someone got
like a rotisserie chicken.
Well, it's ready to go. It's cooked. It comes in a bag. It's warm. It's steaming.
That's it right there.
Pick it off the bone and that, and then a couple of cobs. A crusty cob. It's like a batch, a bun.
What?
This is a big conversation in the UK. Whether you're from the north or London or the Midlands, you can call them buns, batches, baguettes, cobs.
Like bagels? Like a burger bread. Like a McDonald's
Kind of like a burger,
bread?
but that's like sesame
seeds, but no sesame.
But it's like a cob is a crunchy bun, and they come, you get it from wherever, the butcher or whatever. You cut it in the middle. Oh, and again, you've just told me you don't like crumbs. Oh yeah, you cut it open, you put the butter on it. And then
I've seen that. I think I've seen this before.
But again, it's another crummy thing. It's a bit like a sausage roll. I think that's just me comfort eating.
Okay.
What about battered chips?
So we don't have battered.
You know what they are though?
Like battered, like beer battered French fries. Beer battered.
We call it orange chips. So you know a fish when it's battered.
Fish, yep.
It's essentially fat on it, isn't it? So we can have chips.
Never seen that here.
It's a black country thing. It's a Midlands thing.
It's funny.
I'll have to take it for some after this.
Oh,
you'll only eat 1 or 2 and go, this is horrible.
Bro, that's totally fine. It's funny because America's always they always hear fish and chips, fish and chips, fish and chips, fish and chips, fish and chips. I'm going to blow all the Americans' mind when I say this. The fish and chips, the fish is literally the same fish that we get like from Captain D's.
No.
So like it's your beer, like the way it's presented, right?
Yeah.
It's a big piece of fish, and the way the flour is over it, it's the same fish we can get from like our local fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
But most Americans don't travel, they don't know this.
Yeah.
They don't know it. They have no clue what fish and chips is, which is also baffles me that most Americans don't travel.
You're telling me the cod's the same?
Yeah, it's the same.
Really?
Yeah.
That blows my mind a bit. We're meant to have fresh, delicious fish in the UK waters. And
How far is the closest water from here?
About 3 hours. There's no water in the Midlands. Yeah.
So
Grimsby, if you go up north to like Lincolnshire or Grimsby or Wales.
Oh, I'm sure it's different. Oh, different.
Oh,
big,
I'm sure. Fat, juicy fish.
So it's kind of like seafood in America.
Yeah.
Like if I get seafood from somewhere in the country in the middle, But if I go to Baltimore, Maryland, get me a nice seafood bowl, you know what I mean? Like New Orleans, something like that. It's not going to compete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay, I'd love to go over there. My brother's lad's on about going to uni over in America.
Okay.
And funnily enough, North Carolina was the one which was thrown up. He's only 15, but I suppose from these films and stuff and everything, and you see the student life.
It's very nice.
Did you do it out there or not?
I did not. I went the alternate route with my education. It's funny that this will bring up a whole new track of stuff now. I was in the military. Yeah.
Well, you just dropped that.
Yeah,
You got more stories than me.
I
you
got
have.
plenty of stories. It's just you got to get it out of me. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So I was an MP, military police in the army. So when I got out of high school, that was the first thing I did.
No way.
I had my first kid. I had 2 kids, by the way. Yeah, I had my first kid, and I was like, I need a job. I got.
How old are they?
7. Will be 18 and then 16 already. So I'll have an 18-year-old in August, and I have a 16-year-old.
So you was a young dad.
I was young, yeah. I was fresh, 18, 19, yeah.
No way. Awesome.
So I was in military police for 4 years. So I did that. That's what got me the chance to kind of get the job I have now. So I left the military. I know how to cook pizza. I ran a pizza shop. I've had a very weird
How do you
life.
segue from being in the military to making pizza?
So when I got out of the military, they're like, "Do you want to be a cop?" And because that's what I did. I was like, "No, I don't want to be a cop." I hated everything. I hated the last 4 years, but I did my time.
So did you serve anywhere or not?
No, I got lucky and didn't serve.
Yeah.
So when I got stationed in Georgia, they just got back.
Yeah.
So I got lucky. And then I was like, all right, cool. I left the military. And I was like, I got to do something. I ran into a local pizza shop, a little great Greek lady by the name of Agape. Taught me like a lot about business, a lot about hustle. I don't know if you know a lot about the Greek people, but especially Greek women, in America at least, they are very hustle worthy.
Yeah.
Like, no man.
What, the Italians as well?
Yeah, Italians as well. They're all hustle worthy. They're about getting that money with or without you.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot about like motivation, hustle, not giving up. That's when I learned about reading people and being people persons and stuff like that. So I have a lot of people to thank in their journey of coming up. So
Are you money driven or not?
I am not money driven. I'm happiness driven, but I know how to get the money when I need the money. Because I understand you need money to survive in life.
Survivor.
So I'm about, okay, let me get the money I need to survive, and then we're good after that. Yeah.
I'm about experiences, adventure.
Experiences.
I'm about the journey, not the destination.
Yes.
That's kind of my core philosophy.
Yep.
And I'm a big believer in my moral compass and integrity. And so I'm not like religious per se, but I always say I have faith and a belief system.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as I stay true to my moral compass, then I know I'm good. I know I can sleep at night.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to fuck out anyone over.
I understand.
I'm not going to stab anyone in the back. Does that align to you?
So definitely agree, because we definitely don't want to stab it. I was definitely raised in pro wrestling. I was definitely taught a very good life lesson of don't burn your bridges, because wherever you think you have to cross it again, you're gonna have to come back. Like, don't burn any bridges with anybody, because eventually you're gonna have to come back where you started. When this ride's over, you're gonna go back where you started. You're gonna see the same people on the bottom of this trip.
That's it. Yeah, that's big in football as well. You pass them when you're on the way up.
Yeah, you're gonna see him. You're gonna see him again. You're gonna see him again. Yeah.
So what's next for you then? What do you want to be next, and what it actually is next? What you got?
So I feel like right now, pro wrestling. We'll go each category. Pro wrestling wise, WWE is looking for younger talent.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not what WWE is looking for.
And what do you think about that?
I'm fine with it. Totally fine with it, because in the 14 years I went from wanting to be in WWE, never wanting to travel.
Yeah.
I'll just stay where I am, and I'll be fine with that if I go to WWE. Then it turned to, okay, I want to be WWE, but let's travel a little bit. Let's go to this state. Let's go to that state. And then it's like, but I don't want to go to overseas. I don't want to go to England. I don't care about England, Mexico, all that. No, that's not me. And then the next thing I know, I'm doing shows, and they're telling me, hey, we got this world title, and we want to send it to England. Here's this person, contact this person. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I contacted Johnny Rose, who's over in Dudley, Kidderminster area. Yeah. And he's like, hey, mate, bring the belt. You could fit it. I did one show. I literally came to England for one show.
Yeah.
And
this time around?
No, not this time around. It was 10 years ago. Because I'm on year 10 of my passport. So I've been doing this international for 10 years. So 4 years into wrestling, that's when I finally did international. Yeah, cool. I'll take the belt. I went, took the belt, defended the belt for one night, came back that weekend, you know, and I was like, oh, cool, that was fun. I'll probably never do that again, but that was fun. Next thing you know, I've got Johnny Rose messaging me again, and someone telling me, Gangrel, former WWE superstar Gangrel, telling me, hey, when you're there, message message Mad Dog Max.
I love that.
And I'm like, all right, cool. I messaged Mad Dog Max, and he's like, yeah, if Gangrel tells you you're good, come on, I got a spot for you. So I did a show with Johnny one day, came to do a show for Mad Dog Max. And it's funny because Mad Dog Max saw the match and he was like, oh, didn't like it. He didn't like it. Oh, all right, cool. Well, I didn't know this for years later, though. He booked me again, gave me another chance. Me and Mr. Selfie tore the roof off. Big pop, everything went great. Ever since then, Mad Dog has trusted me with coaching his kids. The school the kids at the school, working some of his younger talent, actually working with his actual kids of training them as well when I'm in town. So having that trust from Max is awesome. So it kind of all branches out to be one big story or one big line that branches off because of all these other people who help it connect.
How do you stay motivated though? Do you get homesick or not?
I do get homesick once in a while.
It's good to be honest, I think.
I do get homesick once in a while, but the people here treat me like I'm home. That's why I say I would move to England immediately. Yeah. But people here treat me like home, and also staying motivated. Like I do know there's going to be some bigger movie roles and some bigger TV stuff down the line. I know it's coming up. It's gonna be there, Dana White. But it's coming up. So it's gonna be a wild ride. I just want everybody to be there for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope they are. I mean, for me, I would have loved being in like The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, which was shot in Ireland. I would have loved getting my head chopped off in the medieval times.
Walking Dead was filmed in Atlanta, Georgia, which is about 4 hours from me. Yeah. I wish it was still on. I definitely would have been on that.
As a zombie.
Probably definitely as a zombie. It's the extra work as a zombie. But
put that on your CV.
That would have been great to put over there. Yeah. Like wrestling opened up a lot of great things. You're like Disney World, Universal Studios, and Six Flags. I wrestled at Six Flags. I wrestled at an actual like Six Flags. They were doing a wrestling event at a theme park. Wrestled at Six Flags. And I got to sit in a legitimate Batman mobile, the Batmobile.
No way.
From the Keaton's era.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's my Batmobile. That is, I love that stuff.
It's a great Batmobile.
And the DeLorean. Got a little DeLorean here.
Ooh, so, DeLorean. You know they're making more of those, right?
Back to the Future.
No, the actual DeLorean. Yeah, they're making more. They're making more like brand new DeLoreans. The car, yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna go down.
I don't think they look good, but someone's gonna buy it, obviously.
Oh yeah, they'll sell out. It's in the Cybertruck.
I tell. Ugh. Yeah. Looks like the Halo Warthogs. Exactly like the Halos, yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad thing. I like the Warthog.
It's not a bad thing. Change the color though. The silver is not a good look.
I think we're ready for the future. You know, going back to the Future. Mm-hmm. I think it was when it was 2015. That was when there was flying cars and hoverboards.
Yep.
And you get to 2015 here, and we've still got mechanical, dirty petrol cars. And
I'm trying to think the most like futuristic thing we have now. What would you say is?
Well, I think it's coming, isn't it? I think artificial intelligence. I think the self-driving Tesla cars. I think the satellites and the GPS. Like what we've gone through and what we've experienced, even from a gaming standpoint, going back to that convo. My first computer was like one called the Spectrum and the Amiga.
I remember hearing about the Spectrum.
Yeah, you had to put this cassette in and wait like 10 minutes for it to load up. And then you had like an aeroplane joystick with 2 buttons on. I mean, the games was terrible, but that was revolutionary.
Yeah.
And then like you go to GoldenEye and the Nintendo 64.
Oh,
and that was a game changer, the music. And that's just 64 megabytes. I could play it now, to be fair. I've got it on the Nintendo Switch. And just seeing where we've come. And like I say, I'm a big believer, like I say, my day job's marketing, my side hustle is. And I use AI more or less every day. And I just think in a few years' time, we're going to have like companions. So instead of having a phone, we'll probably have like a watch or a chip in our ear or glasses. And we'll just ask that. You know, I haven't done a shop. You know what I want? Get my shopping in.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Uber
Uber Eats. It'll do it for you. You won't even have to ask.
Yeah, that's nice.
It'll say, "Oh, I've recognised your patterns. I recognise that your blood sugar's low and you need something."
Oh my goodness! Yeah, the
drones
iWatches and
bringing
stuff.
your
The drones
food to your house.
We are there. Not quite there, but we're getting there.
It's just money, isn't it? That's where we are.
It's just the money. We don't have the money though.
Because we can still make the company's making money from mechanical cars and stuff.
True. Very
it's
true.
still there, so they don't need to transition to that yet. But I think it will take over soon, and especially sex bots. I'll have a sex bot. So that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah, that's part 1 right there. There you go. Yeah, part 2, sex bots.
Yeah, sex bots.
Yes,
Jesus,
yeah,
as if I said that on the podcast. Where can people find you? What's your social channels?
Let's see here. They can find me on Insta at @the_Kevin_Phoenix.
You're bringing it up, Will.
Yeah. And then Facebook is just Kevin Phoenix. But yeah, those are the 2 big socials that I use the most. Follow me there. You'll see me. I have great content. I have links to my Snapchat if you like Snapchat too.
Do you have any merch or anything online with you?
Not online currently because I just when I got here last, I did the exclusive just for England. I did Kevin Phoenix, the Chosen One, and I did it in the Harry Potter font. So I was like, all right, cool. They'll do the Harry Potter font, England, so I did that, and I sold out.
No way.
So now I'm like, all right, well, I'm over here. I don't know if I'm going to be the mean American or the happy American. So it's kind of hard. Damn, whose phone's going off like that?
Carry on, tell me about Harry Potter.
That Tinder hookup is real. So I would the gimmicks, the Harry Potter gimmick. But I do plan to make some more shirts. It's actually going to be called the Phoenix Hub.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be in the font of that website we all know and love.
Which I'm referencing.
Phoenix Hub. Yeah, Phoenix Hub. You got it. And then at the bottom it'll say live cams and body slams. That's the next gimmick right there.
So you're mixing it up because I see you dancing to the ring.
Oh, I love dancing.
The knees. And
everything. So I love dancing. I love karaoke. Yeah, that's the whole new. Yeah.
I have to ask you, have you heard of Bonnie Blue?
Who?
Bonnie Blue.
I don't know who Bonnie Blue is. Who's Bonnie?
So you're into your hub stuff. You're not heard of Bonnie Blue? She's God. Should I be pushing this or not?
No, I don't. That's part 2.
My producer's nodding his head.
That's.
But she lives in Derby, not far down the road. She's gone viral because she's lay with 1,000 men in a day, and she filmed it and put it on your T-shirt. The hub
shirt. Yeah.
And then she was doing a challenge recently, this weekend actually, where she's in a glass box, and anyone can come and
So people who know Kevin Phoenix. So the people who know Kevin Phoenix, that sounds like a party to me. So we should probably podcast.
I'm putting you over here. There might be a collaboration between Kevin Phoenix and Bonnie Blue.
A collab. That's the Instagram and the socials once again.
Now, Kev, this has been an absolute pleasure. I apologise for the ridiculous warm weather.
That's all right.
I apologise for my Tinder going off. That fan hitting us. But thanks for coming and seeing us all the way from America. I hope the tour continues to be a success. I hope you have a successful defend.
A title defense?
Yeah, successful title defense
Yes.
for the PWL Wrestling British Championship. And next time you're over, honestly, come back and see us again.
Of course, brother.
And then I think at the end of this episode, are we going to try this slap thing or not? Because I don't.
We can definitely try this.
I don't fancy.
If you don't fancy, we can save it for part 2. Make them want to see it.
I'm just, you watch them you watch it on telly, and they literally get knocked out.
They do literally
get knocked out. So what's
get
stopping us falling on this glass table?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
The cameraman that would have to stop us, and he's just going to keep recording. So
you keep recording, we'll decide at the end, and we'll do. But we'll call it there. Like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell. This is the Pezzadox Show. I am Kyle Perry, and this is Kevin Phoenix. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming and seeing me, man.
Thank you.
Was hot though, wasn't he?
That was great, bro.
It was hot though.
Oh, yes. Oh, Lord.
I appreciate that. That was class. Really
Thank you,
enjoyed
man.
it. Oh, any?
I'm going to go on 3.
So
I'll tell you right on 3. So that means right hand on my third part. So that means I get
Oh, 1.
Yeah.
Are we going with this?
You
All right,
go
cool.
for it. Go
All
on.
right, so it'll be right on 3.
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Oh! Oh, wow.
That's 50%.
I'm ready to do another podcast now. I'm ready to go. Woo!
Would you like to get me?
50%, yeah.
Yeah, brother.
Show my hand where you want me to go.
So you want to go here?
Yeah.
Right there on the cheek.
Yeah, the
Are
right
you
there.
left-handed or right-handed?
Left-handed.
Oh, okay, cool. There you go.
So I don't want to do that. I want to
Don't want to do that. You want to flesh, pop. And you use this to aim. So like this. That's where you're going to go.
So this comes with
That's
it.
where it's going to go. Yep.
This is going to be shit, by the way.
So you'll say, what are you doing? One on,
Yeah.
so
So
left
I'll go
on
on
what?
3.
Left on 3, okay.
So they're 1.
Mhm.
Yeah. 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's a punch. Oh, shit. I'll just punch my guest.
Never coming back again.
You get a free one now.
Oh!
There we go.
I didn't
It's
take
only
it.
fair. And it was a shit punch as well, wasn't it?
So then if you're always like, okay, I'm going to rock him, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm going on right hand on 1.
Oh, can you do that?
Yeah, you can go right hand on 1.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So someone who's not expecting it.
Thank you very
This
much.
guy right here is the greatest.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
Woo!
Greatest.
Wow.
Good stuff.
That was wild.
That was